I am not in England. I'm actually north of Alliance. And this is Carhenge. You might have seen it on Aerial America. A little bit of a controversy going on here. They had contracted, the city of Alliance contracted somebody to come out and paint some of these cars. Originally they had been just gray by the original artist, Jim Reiner. I hope I got that name right. And you can't really see it from here, but this is supposed to emulate Stonehenge. And it's at the exact same dimensions. The original artist has since passed away, and he used many of the family's old vehicles to put this together. You can see an old Gremlin up there made by AMC. All right, I got a quick VR for Mike, Mr. October, and more. Thank you for sticking around for a few minutes as I show a couple of cards for Mike's VR. Congratulations on reaching over 200 subs, Mike. Now, what Mike wanted us to do is show our favorite non-Hall of Famers, past and present. Well, Mike, truth be told is I really don't watch baseball anymore, and I don't have any favorite players. So I'm going to show two past non-Hall of Famers that are my favorites. All right, the first one is Bob Cerv, or Sheriff. And he grew up in western Nebraska. I've shown his cards so many times, but these are two of my, well, he's one of my two favorite non-Hall of Famers. So played for the Yankees, probably most notably. He lived with Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle. He was asked to keep those two under control while they chased Babe Ruth's record of 61 home runs. And then the other one, Mike, I got is Eddie Watt. And Eddie Watt has been just fantastic, sitting down with me and allowing me to interview him so many times. And his stories are just awesome. What a great guy. And I look forward to seeing Mr. Watt again here next month, and hopefully to sit down and do another interview. So, Mike, congratulations on 200 subs. That's wonderful. I hope you're enjoying YouTube. Well, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson wore green and gold for a long time. How about this field of green and gold? You like sunflower seeds? So these heads of these flowers will turn toward the sun. Isn't that amazing? At the National, I had a chance to meet Doug from Don't Talk to Robots and his brother Andy, and gave me this sticker, Doug did. And that's really cool. Nice job, Doug. So I thought maybe I'd put it on the old John Deere here somewhere. Well, Eric from the Card Closet has just reached, or has exceeded, 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations, Eric. And he wanted us to show a player on a card and use his name in a sentence. So here it goes. We need somebody to fill the vacancy for president of the local American Legion Club. Will Bob serve? Will Bob serve? All right. God bless America. Well, you know what I like to do on a lazy Saturday? Get out the vintage tractor, International 1946, and go for a ride. And then John Mangini, you know what I like to do after driving a vintage tractor? I like to look at vintage baseball cards. Well, Brandon Jensen has got a giveaway going on. Congratulations, reaching 500 subscribers. Brandon, you asked what it is I collect. Well, our family collected vintage tractors, and this is one of them. You wanted to know specifically what it was that we collected. So this is a 1946 International H. We do have a John Deere 50 from 1954. Those are the only two antique tractors we've got left. But I also like to collect baseball cards, and I'll put them up here on the top. And it's vintage specifically. 1953 was a set I put together. Now I'm working on 1955 and 1956. And so here's the 55, and here's an example of 56. And I do collect comic books too, so Amazing Spider-Man primarily, but I have Thor, Iron Man, Captain America. Yeah, so there you go, Brandon. Congratulations on 500. Brandon, don't you miss living in Nebraska? Pretty heavy traffic out there today. Keep growing your collection, card farmers. Thanks for tuning in.